And let's move forward in the program. Looks like I got my producer Hollywood. He's talking to some of the guests on hold. Hey Kyle, what if I told you I had the house car of Rocket, their pilot, on hold?
Really? Oh, Sheppard.
Yeah,
Sheppard?
I think let's just check it out. Let's check it out here. Welcome to the program, the driver of the number 1 Rocket house car, Brandon Sheppard. Brandon, welcome to the program.
How you doing, man?
Brandon, I got a chance finally to see you race. I was the Dirt on Dirt cameraman for a few races during the Hell Tour. I actually got to meet you with Jim Moon there at Belle Claire, the scene of your first victory.
Yeah, yep, I remember now.
So you guys go up to this go-kart track called Belle Claire over the weekend and park it in Victory Lane. Tell us about it.
Oh, it was just everything fell together for us. You know, we had well, first of all, we kind of had a little bit of an advantage over, you know, some of the Outlaws guys that were coming there that were, you know, coming in that were strong and were going to be big competition. We had already been there for Summer Nationals, so we had a strong baseline to start off with, you know, when we unloaded. And I don't know, the car was just super good all night, and we made the right changes and the right tire choice for the future, and it worked to our advantage.
Let's go to the last year and beginning of this year, and they had a couple of people in and out of that car. And when it was came to your attention that you were going to be the driver for the rest of the 2012 season, that was some pretty big shoes to fill, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, you know, it was definitely a lot of pressure for me. You know, knowing all the drivers that had driven this car. You know, Josh being the past World Outlaw champion, and you know, Francis, Eckert, McDowell, and you know, and even this year, you know, you had Josh at the beginning, and then Fuller stepped in, and he didn't run so good in it, and they called me, and I was, you know, you can't turn a deal like that down. So
there's that name again, Webb.
Say again?
Didn't he say something about Fuller stepped in it and couldn't get the job done?
Yeah.
That's right?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Really, this win goes out to Dirtman 007. I mean, what a real freaking douchebag that guy is. Hides behind a name on a computer.
Hey Brandon, that's our one and only hater of the program. He talks out loud about us. Yeah, he talks crap about us. Another question I wanted to ask you is, I know you made a name for yourself in the Midwest racing, and you raced against Babb and Fager and all them guys. What about the Outlaw Tour? What have you learned the most from racing with the guys on the Outlaw Tour?
Well, really, you know, just being the level of the competition out there on the Outlaws deal, it's just made me, you know, like when we're racing at a local level around home, you know, there's competition out there. You know, you got Fagers and Shirley and Babb, and you know, there's a few other guys that are kind of hit and miss, but you know, you find yourself in a lot of times at a point where you don't drive to your full capability, you know what I mean? Like when you're on the Outlaws Tour, the competition's strong everywhere you go. When you come to the Midwest, you got all them guys and all your Midwest guys, and you find yourself driving as hard as you can every lap, you know, not leaving nothing behind. And that's what's really helped me out the most, you know. Whenever I go home and drive my own stuff now, I drive harder, you know, and it's just made me drive a lot harder all the time, you know.
And obviously this is the most traveling you've probably done. What about the all the miles this year and the long, as the season is still going on? What about all the miles you put on the Toter-Home? Does that take effect on a guy who's never done it before?
No, it's not too bad. I mean, I've done Summer Nationals for the past, you know, 3 years in a row, so we do quite a bit of traveling, and besides the Summer Nationals, we usually try to go to Eldora at least once a year, and you know, we do some traveling, but not near as much as we have. But you know, this is kind of what I've been preparing myself for my whole life, you know.
You mentioned the Summer National. I remember reading where Mark Richards had you guys working mostly at night. Does that talk about because there's a stretch where it was in the over 105, 107 for like 4 days in a row. Talk about the heat and its effects it took on you guys during the Hell Tour.
Oh, it was. I mean, it was just the hottest time of the year, and you're trying to be out sweating, sweating like hell, and you can't. I mean, it's terrible. I can't even explain it. So we kind of, they were starting the races late, like 7 or 8 o'clock there for a while. At least, when it's starting to get dark, so it cooled off a little bit. And then after the races, we'd work at night, so we didn't have the sun beating down on us, and it made it a lot, I don't know, a lot better for us. Except for after we got done working until 3 in the morning, then we had to drive, because the summer sun and the heat is hard on the truck and trailer tires too. You find yourself having a lot of flats and stuff on the trailer and truck just from traveling in the sun.
Now, it's been well noted that Josh Richards has taken some opportunity with the Busch Series and also, I guess, in some trucks. But he came back, and his first night back, he won. What do you, in your opinion, since you guys are teammates, would Lanigan be on the tear he is on if Richards was still here?
Oh, I don't know. Well, I mean, it's kind of expected for us, at least, being that, them guys run the Outlaws, or, Mark has been running the Outlaws for a while, so he knows what's going on. And, if you look at the stats from last year, I think Josh won 8 and Darrell won 7. So, what's that? That leaves, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I think that it's like had some of the guys not passed away in NASCAR, would Gordon or Johnson have the wins they have? So that's what I was getting at. It seems like seems like Josh Richards would have split the difference again with Lanigan.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
How difficult is it to have a 2-car team when Josh does come back? Are you secure in your ride when he comes back to come race, or what's the dynamics in that relationship when he is back racing with y'all?
Well, this year I'm pretty much locked in for the rest of the year. Well, we don't have too many. We got about 5 or 6 races big races coming up that we're going to go hit, and Josh is going to be at probably half of them, if that. I don't know. Not real sure. He's kind of hit and miss on his schedule, being for the nationwide stuff. So, everything just depends on what he does. You know what I mean? If he comes back, I'm in for this year. But if he doesn't get a ride next year, then I'll be back driving my own stuff, and I'll be back home, I guess.
Well, I mean, you certainly did a good job. I mean, you're 17th in points out of 14. Let's see, it looks like 14 races. You've had a win, 3 top 5s, 5 top 10s. I mean, you can't be disappointed with how the season went, just from that aspect. And looking at the people that's ahead of you, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, Brandon, I really appreciate you on the last minute coming on. I know this wasn't a scheduled interview for you. I tell you what, we're going to keep tabs on you, and certainly like to have you back on at some point.
Yep, no problem, man. That sounds good.
Well, before we let you go, thank all the crew members and the sponsors that help keep that #1 Rocket House car going.
Well, I gotta start off with Mark Richards. I wouldn't be in this ride without him, of course, and all the sponsors that came on: Petroff Towing, Siebert Calf Ranches, Roush Shades Racing Engines, Ernie D's Enterprises, Ace Metalworks, Matt Barnes, my crew chief, and Josh for giving me the opportunity to be in this. Steve Baker at the shop, and Cody, our tire guy, and I think that's about it.
Well, Brandon, good luck with the rest of the season. Park that thing in Victory Lane one more time, and we'll keep tabs on and get a hold of you and have you back on.
All right, man. Sounds good. Thanks.
Thanks, Brandon. Brandon Sheppard, the Rocket House car driver. How about that, Hollywood? Unscheduled guest, Brandon Sheppard.
I know, and I was going to ask him, but I couldn't remember. Was it him that jumped into Dennis Erb's car at the Summer Nationals?
It's like physically jumped in?
Yeah, was that the same guy, or am I thinking of somebody else?
Somebody else.
Remember. Welcome to the program. Jim Moon he started hating us. He hadn't been on in a while. Jim, welcome back.
Who was it, Jim?
Hey, that was his dad. That was Super Shep. That was Stevie.
That was his dad that did that. Was that the Summer Nationals last year?
No, that was probably 3 years ago now at Highland.
Okay.
Funny thing is he won an ESPY for it.
Yeah, they were on wind tunnel and all, and I remember watching it. Dave Despain.
Yep.
I remember that too. So that's the one.
That is his dad. Yep.
The one that was that Toledo? What racetrack?
No, that's not. No, this was on a hill
This
tour.
was a Highland.
Oh,
yep.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, the one where the asphalt late model guy, I can't remember what his name was, but yeah, that was at Toledo. Where the guy he drop kicked the windshield of the dude's car.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see that.
Yeah. But I guess Brandon Sheppard's dad did jump on, he smashed the air cleaner or something on Dennis Earth in the hell tour race.
I think Dennis just lucky that Stevie couldn't get through the window to get to him. Otherwise, we might not have a Dennis Erb Jr. no more.
Hey, so Jim, you guys are. Hang on. Let's take a quick break because I got Jason Fager calling my house phone. Let's take a quick break
and cut Jim Moon off.
Yeah, hang on a second.
Okay.